Alright everybody, I'm going to assume that most of you who would be watching my stream or would be clicking on this video are probably aware of a very large animation YouTuber who goes by the name of Jaiden Animations. You see, personally, I've actually watched her videos for quite a few years. I got into animation YouTube myself around the time I was 13 or 14. Actually, it would have been like 12. The first animation YouTuber I really started watching was Swoozy, and from there I started to get introduced to more story time animator YouTubers, and I don't know, I just find the content wholesome, fun, and amusing. There's just something about YouTube animations, particularly in that realm, where it's like a story being told and it's animated from the person's life. It just brings such a cozy, warm, nostalgic feeling for me personally. I remember staying up really late at night on a weekend, playing on like modded Minecraft servers, and listening to those videos, you know? Now, one of these YouTubers in question is a creator named Jaiden Animations. Now, she has, of course, been a very large content creator for a very long time, very notable, and, you know, that's more or less, like, what most of you may know about her. However, last year, I believe it was last year, right? How long has it been? I feel like it's been a year. Has it been a year? Was it earlier this year? My perspective on time as I get older gets so much harder to gauge. It was only a few months ago? Wow. God. March? Okay, that was the beginning of the year. That's almost a year ago. Okay. We're almost in next March. So, yeah. We're doing fine. Anyway, so Jaiden Animations last March put out a video simply called Being Not Straight. In fact, I reacted to this video live on stream and even uploaded my reaction on stream, and talked about the reaction to her video and, you know, why the reaction to it in some respects was pretty cringe. However, we're getting a new reaction to it. A video went viral, semi-viral, 4,000 likes. I'd say that's viral enough for a segment. A couple days, or yeah, 2 days ago, a couple days ago, and it makes an argument to try to dunk on Jaiden Animations' sexuality, that is a little bit new, and probably the most deranged and full of projection I've ever heard, especially when you consider this guy's, like, profile picture. Jaiden Animations made a video in which she came out as Ace-Aro, aka asexual-aromantic. Now, these two terms are oftentimes conflated and confused for each other, so I'm going to be very clear and I'm going to clarify what these mean. Aromanticism and asexuality are not the same thing. They can coexist, and one can exist without the other. Let's be very, very clear on that. Not Ace-Aro? Wait, not Ace-Aro? No? AroAce? Is it AroAce or Ace-Aro? I actually don't know. Sorry, guys, listen. It's Ace-Aro or AroAce? It's AroAce. Okay, A-R-O-A-C-E. Sorry, my bad, okay? I am... Cis and het, forgive me. Hold on, wait. Where's the... Where... I wish I had, like a BDSM, like ass slapper thing, so I could, like, hit myself over the back with it lightly and be like, I'm sorry, I'm straight. I'm sorry, I'm cis. I'm sorry, I'm straight. I'm sorry, I'm cis. Anyway, with that said, Aro, the arrow part of AroAce means aromantic. Now, aromantic is oftentimes confused with asexual, which is generally more oftentimes discussed and referred to, I guess, or thought of in discussions of this. Being aromantic basically means that romantic relationships are not appealing to you, right? So if you're straight or gay, for example, you will know that there is definitely two types of love, right? There's a closer, more intimate, knowing each other and loving each other kind of love. And then there's the sexual lust attraction kind of, you know, love, quote unquote, right? Like love at first sight is actually just infatuation. Aromantics typically, and I can't speak for everybody, and I will not speak for everybody, I want to clarify, because everybody has their own identity and their own sort of, I'm not trying to gatekeep anybody is what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to better educate my audience. With that said, people who are aromantic typically do not, it's not that they don't like it or not attracted to it, they do not feel it oftentimes. They will see it depicted in a movie or a TV show or a book and think it's a fictional thing. And when they see it in real life for the first time, they'll be confused. Like, wait, that's real? Like, huh. Moving on to asexuality. There's a lot of parallels, but it is not the same. Asexuality is the absence of sexual attraction, that lust, that love at first sight, which is really just infatuation, right? It doesn't mean they can't experience desire for sex, horniness, or even have sex. It means they don't really feel sexual attraction in the more like infatuation sense, right? And people who are ace-aro, or aro-ace, sorry. Why do I keep fucking this up? I don't know why. People who are aro-ace fall into both categories. And of course, as I said before, these literally, vary depending on the person. I'm not trying to gatekeep anybody. With that said, a lot of people who are asexual will be like 10, 15 years old. Hold on, chat. Be patient, please. Stop spamming. Will be like 10 or 15 years old, and they'll see their friends having their first crushes and talking about, like, love at first sight, and they'll be like, wait, what do you mean? That's real? And they'll be confused. A lot of ace-aro people, when they're young, because it's something you're born as, when they're young, they don't even know what it is. So all the media and people and friends and relationships in their life, they're seeing conventional attraction being expressed in every facet of society and of their life, and yet at the same time, they are completely unaware of who they are because they haven't been educated on it. And so I am personally very glad that Jaiden Animations made her video talking about who she is and what's going on. There was a tweet that's gone semi-viral on Twitter. It's just literally that image I just showed you, and it says the following. One of the most popular YouTube videos featured in this year's Rewind is just a millennial woman describing misanthropy, as if it's a sexuality, a romantic asexual, quote unquote. This is just antisocial narcissism. Disturbing this is taught to children as if it's some sort of fandom. There's a lot to take apart here, and all of it pretty horrific. So, this is just outright gatekeeping, so this could literally be a Nazi. This can be taken a couple of ways. There's a couple of things to go over here. The first thing is millennial woman describing misanthropy. Or misanthropy. What a weird word. There's so many ways to pronounce it that sound right, but misanthropy is the right way. Basically, the idea is that, like, they're trying to push this idea that the left is normalizing to children the idea that they should not pursue a normal, straight relationship where they get married and have kids and are white and, produce lots of labor value for their boss, just the work for the machine, be a cog in the machine. Anybody who does not meet that standard, anybody who tells kids that they do not need to meet that particular standard is engaging in some sort of propaganda that's trying to convince kids to live a degenerate lifestyle. Truly scornful and disgusting, if you ask me. Gets even better, though. Aromantic asexual. This is just antisocial narcissism. There is nothing about being aromantic or asexual that prevents you from having friends. Hell, even from having sex. And there's also nothing about aromantic asexuality that necessarily precludes you from being able to recognize others as being attractive, even more attractive than yourself. Whether it be on a conventional level or even in a I find you pleasant to look at, I suppose, level. It is simply a lack of sexual attraction on the part of asexuality and a lack of romantic desire on the part of aromanticism. This is literally just another arm of the trans groomer narrative. It really is, isn't it? It really, really is. Like, yes, the gays are grooming the kids into a harmful narrative that is destroying the West. Argument number 508,372,000,372, but really it's just a YouTube video where a woman discusses her life and her experiences to her audience, and people are mad. It's the same shit every time. Anyway, with all that said, thank you all so much for watching this segment. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the bell icon, follow my social media link down below. You can also support me by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, on YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, or even Patreon. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.